in. So, with this Sunday roast, don't really see anyone else in here. So, what I'm going to do is we're just going to go in and review one of the calls from within the 30K programming. So, let's jump into Classroom, go into Premium tier. Okay, so see, which one shall I do for this one? Hour and 54. There's so much value that's in here, guys. So if you're not watching these, like one of these every single day, then you're definitely leaving money on the table. 150 million%. So let's see. We'll do a little snippet. Let's do manual. Let's do manual. We'll do a little snippet here. So we'll do about like 30 minutes or so. Yeah, we'll open up to any questions if there are any members that are in here. But let's get into.
Welcome back to another call review. I'm excited for you guys to go through this one, mainly because this is a full-fledged video. So we got an opening, we got the discovery, we also seek the permission as well to go into the presentation and pitch, went through the presentation and pitch, and then we went into the close, payments, all that fucking fun stuff. This one, I want you guys to really pay attention to the payments portion of here and how I did not get the fuck off the phone until we got a payment through. This guy wanted to hop up. There were so many different things that ended up coming up for this prospect, how they needed to go to work, how they didn't have a credit card available, how they didn't want to pay taxes, all this fucking shit all comes up onto this call. So yeah, it's a bit of a doozy for you guys, and I really want to hear your feedback on this call inside of the community, and I will be personally responding to each of those feedbacks and also some breakthroughs that you guys saw in this video, in this call review, so that you can use for yourself as well too. I'm going to be personally responding to those inside of the communities tab as well, just reference to this video too. And I hope that you guys got some insane value from this close, because a lot of fucking bullshit all started to come up during the payment portions of it. And I'm excited for you guys to see how I dealt with it and how we got this prospect through, even though they had to go to work and they were running out of time after the presentation. So enjoy this one.
Okay, so I think, let me see, timing an hour and a half. This must be opening a discovery soft presentation with the discovery, then I guess regular presentation and close and payment, I guess, if it's an hour and a half. So let's see. Let us see and find out. Let's see. Nice, man. How?
Yes,
There we go. Perfect. Hello, Manuel. Can you hear me?
hello. Yes, I can.
Wonderful, wonderful. Hi. Can you hear me? Yes. That's how you started. How you doing, Manuel? Which part of the world are you calling in from? Which part of the world are you calling in from? I'm not asking. I asked like, oh, how you doing? Which part of the world are you calling in from? I only want him to answer one of those, really, just so that we can go through the opening and that we set the frame.
I am currently in Austria.
In Austria, nice, man. How are things out in Austria? Out in Vienna? It's nice to know a little bit of geography. A little bit of geography is going to help you immensely. Or another part.
No, it's in Upper Austria. The direction Salzburg.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of closer to the German border then.
Yes, it's like 1 hour.
Know your geography. Yes, he's comfortable. I know where he kind of is in the world as well too. Not so much a stranger anymore.
From like 1 hour 30 minutes from Munich.
Ah, cool, man. Cool. You've been out there your whole life, or just moved out there recently, or?
No, I grew up in Austria, but I am from Bulgaria.
Oh, in Bulgaria, nice. Like Bucharest, or? Fuck up. I literally just go about saying, know your geography. First thing I say is Bucharest and fucking Bulgaria. I've been to Bulgaria and I fucked the pooch with that one. Be so careful sometimes. If you think your shit doesn't sleep, apparently me right here. Don't flub up like that. That's a fucking fuck up. But this was 08, 2024. So this is when I was in, must have been Vietnam. I think I was in.
No. Bucharest is Romania.
You see how triggered he was? He's like, no. Right, no. It's not there. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh,
Bulgaria. Sorry, so Bulgaria. I'm like, oh wait, Bulgaria.
Sophia, like Sophia.
Yeah.
There we go. There. Corrected myself. Fucking.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've been out to Bulgaria before. I was out in Sofia. That was about like 11 years ago or so.
Damn.
He's like, damn. He starts laughing because there's some commonalities in there. Not many people go for. Not many people go where things are. Wait, I'm just gonna stop this recording. Just 1 second. There's some person coming at the door. Okay, well, round 2 of this, 135 in. Let's see if I'll get interrupted again.
Yeah, a little while ago, but it was such a beautiful city. I absolutely loved my time out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, very amazing.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Bulgaria has like I think some of the oldest cities in general.
People are very proud of where they come from, especially people out from Eastern Europe and that part. And I'm sure he misses home as well. If he's in Austria, he's there for money essentially, so he had to leave Bulgaria. But it's part of traveling and being a remote closer, going to different countries, meeting different types of people from all over the world. This is where you get the commonalities. Now he knows that I know where he's from. I've met his people. I've ate his food. I've been in his largest city as well too. And not many people go to Bulgaria. Bulgaria is not really on the list, even though it fucking should be. Not really on the list for Euro travelers, especially from outside. Even people in Europe don't really go to Bulgaria either, even though they fucking should. But wonderful. But this is all goes with the report. This is still in the first 2 minutes where it's make or break for the report. And everything's all going good because I literally fucked the pooch when I said Bucharest. It's like the equivalent of like what the fuck? It's like Canada, America. It's like me thinking that like Toronto's a part of the States or something like that. Like that is literally the equivalent.
In the world.
That they do.
Sofia, Plovdiv, there you can see a lot of things there.
That they do. Yeah. And here, give me 1 second, Manuel. I'm just going to
look at that. Like literally to a fucking T. This is when you start doing a bunch of these calls all at once. You're opening 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Like what? Openings 1 minute and 40, 1 minute and 45 seconds. That's how long your opening should be. Only 2 minutes max. And then now I'm going into the discovery.
pull up your application. But in the meantime, Manuel, do you mind just giving me a quick rundown of what you are currently up to, be it like job-wise, work-wise, business-wise, and how you ended up scheduling a call with us today to work exclusively with Valentino one-on-one?
One other thing I just want to mention real quickly is that I also seem kind of scatterbrained as well. And depending on the prospect that you're with, when you're scatterbrained, it can actually not come off. It actually de-escalates the situation and lowers the tension so that it allows the lead, allows the prospect to get more comfortable with you instead of just being very straight and narrow and get to the point kind of thing. So it actually is a de-escalation. It works sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't work. But most of the time with me, it works because it brings you down to a communicative level with the prospect, with the lead, so that the trust actually raises up and the believability and that you're actually generally there to help and not there to sell anyone either. So I just wanted to make a note there.
Long-winded, but always get the answer that I want.
Yeah. So basically,
even people who are ESL fully comprehend that question. I just want like a quick rundown of what he wrote down in his intel as I'm pulling it.
I don't know if it was Valentino or somebody texted me on Instagram.
And this makes me learn about his process, his worldview, how he came and found us, essentially, too, so that I can relay that information back to my client. Someone messaged him, someone did an outbound to him. That's very important for us to be able to know, so that the setters know too that, hey, they got someone in through an outbound message that they did. They didn't. This guy didn't inbound us. He was an outbound. So that literally, this close only happened because of the setter. So that's very valuable information for us to have.
I'm from Money Hacks in,
And
like moneyhacks.in,
Mhm.
and was like, yo, you wanna buy my coaching, basically? And I'm like, no, not really. I don't want to. Like, I don't intend to buy anything currently. Like, that was a couple of months ago. I don't intend to buy anything. I am not gonna buy anything. And he was like, yo, get on a call. We can talk about it. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna waste your time.
this is persistence, and this is why the follow-up is so important for us, and touch points are so important, because when you do that first touch point, they have no fucking clue who they are. But as soon as we start bugging him 3, 4, 5, 6 times, he started to know who we were. It's all a part of the sales process, but that's to a fucking T. This is how it works, guys.
I'm not coming on the call.
He's on a call with me right now. He's like, I'm not doing this, not happening, but somehow ended up on a phone call with me.
Yeah, that was a couple of months ago.
Mhm.
And now, or last week, yeah, I got a text again, and it was like, yo, you know, I'm in Thailand, and this.
He's fucking Ethan. Then that was Ethan.
Ethan, bro, you're hopped in here. Yo, could that be you? I'm in Thailand, bro. You're laughing. Yeah.
What's up, dude? I'm pretty sure that was one of our two setters that I was managing at the time, because again, one of them was Pakistani. He didn't want to tell people that he was from Pakistan, and so he cosplayed as me and not our client that we were like working for, and so he was actually cosplaying in the DMs as me. And so, yeah, he would send follow-ups like, yo, I'm in Thailand now. What's up, bro? And I'm like, yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
Whatever, doesn't even matter. That's so funny. All right, let's go back.
It's all possible because I do my Instagram theme pages. You remember? I'm like, yeah, I remember you wanted 3K from me.
All right, so he already knows the price as well too. But is his desired outcome worth more than the price of the program? We'll find out.
He was like, yeah, bro, it's not that simple. I know it's not that simple. You want to book a call? I was like, yeah, well, good. Let's do it. Why not?
Why not? Let's do it. Whatever. What's the worst that can happen? These are some of the best clients, some of the best people to be to work with. People that were just know at the start, and then circumstances sometimes change for them. A mindset shift changes. They get shown a video or something like that. Something just changes, just circumstantial, and they come back. Or because we're very persistent with our follow-ups and our outbounds, we don't miss anything. So
Now I'm in a little bit of a better financial situation, and
timing situation. Now it's the right time. I'm in a better financial situation now that I'm willing to do a bit more risky activities.
if necessary, could put some money towards the coaching. And also, after that, I saw the video of Valentino speaking about his success and his students on the website. And yeah, basically.
So he's talking about the VSL, essentially. So the video sales letter.
He's like a high school dropout, the same as me. You know,
high school dropout, same as me. The rapport is already there for my client as well, too. He's already pretty sold on him.
Also, I think he's from Germany. At least I saw his phone is on German.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also a plus, because if you want to work with somebody, and they're most of the time they're from the UK, they're from America, and all of the legalities are different, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't really ask them questions about like taxes and stuff, you know, because in Germany and Austria it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Similarities, like him because he's from a similar culture as me. He kind of understands if I have questions about certain things that only people in my culture would know, they would follow back on to me. One of the big benefits of being with a very worldly client as well.
Austria has a little bit of higher tax rate, but the legal system works in a similar way.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the UK and America, it's like a totally different story.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was also why I got even more interested, you know.
For taxes, though, like, who gives a fuck about taxes unless you're making money, though, dude? That's always my favorite question. It's like, what am I going to do for taxes? I'm like, well, what the fuck are you going to pay taxes on if you haven't made anything yet? What the fuck are you going to do, dude? But he's already future setting himself. He's like, oh, I will be paying taxes because I already know that this is going to work. I have to play it off. Let's see how it works for me.
Excellent. Excellent.
For watching the video, I was like, yeah, I don't know
You shut the fuck up. Let them speak.
about that because I was in like Ruthless University and
He was in Andrew Tate's program. He's already invested in himself. He's already gone through this process. So
Luke Belmar's
Luke Belmar's as well.
Capital Club.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not bad, you know. You actually can learn a lot of things there.
Well, no fucking shit. That's why I think Tate has one of the largest. He's like the largest course seller or something like that. Like, it's $50 a month, dude, to go and what is it, the War Room or something like that with Tate. Like, $50 a month, and like, he actually has some pretty decent content on there. And yeah, man, you can't really take an L with that one. But he already is in the mindset of investing himself. He's already seen a whole bunch of other people that talk about investing himself. And the greatest investment that you will ever do is the one that you do in yourself. So he's already in that mindset that he's ready and knows that he needs to do something in order to improve himself. So
They basically information dump you, though. You know, it's like the scores. That's, you know, it's not even
Figure it out on your own kind of thing, right? Figure it out on your own kind of thing. Like,
so what I'm trying to figure out right now is, he complained that the programs are just an information dump. So it's just, here's a bunch of things. Here's a map. I'm not going to show you where to start. I'm not going to show you where to end, but here's a map. And you have to figure it out for yourself. So what I'm trying to figure out here is if he needed more guidance, more help, and to have something there so that I can structure the pitch / presentation in a way that would be a little bit more focused on on community and actual like mentorship, where someone's actually answering questions and such like that, and you're getting feedback too and seeing progress from other students as well, instead of just an information dump, so to say.
here's all the information, like, do it as you will kind of thing. Not much guidance there.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I did the dropshipping course, and it was pretty simple. You know, I basically knew a lot of the things, but it was more in depth than, let's say, if you go onto a 3-hour YouTube video or something. You got to know things, okay? But still, you can text the coaches and stuff, but you actually need to start doing things. You actually need to see some success or failure for them to be able to help you. You can, you know, they're not there every step of the way. And yeah, it's basically the community that's helping out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's not bad, you know. It's definitely.
So he's looking for more expert help, more expert advice, not really people that are in a similar position as him. He's looking for that expertise that will actually answer questions for him as well, which is what is a part of our mentorship too. So
Plus, and it's only $50, you know. So
I even knew that the War Room or whatever the fuck Tate is doing, $50. I still know that it's $50 on the top of my head monthly.
it ain't bad. But yeah, I think
you get what you pay for at the end of the day, right?
You see how that small jab, it was a little bit of a jab, right there. You have to sometimes get those remarks in. Some people will say like, "Oh, just remain quiet along here," but this one needed a jab because he's already invested in himself, and it is a little bit larger of a sum with us versus like the war room. The war room is like $600 a year, $50 a month. Ours is 3,000 euros, which at the time I think was around like 3,300, 3,400 USD or so. And yeah, man, it's quite a big difference. So I had to literally tell him right here that like, yeah, you get what you pay for as well too. Like if you're going to cheap out and do the war room, do $50 a month, it's a good program or whatever, but just come to expect like you're only going to be getting, if you 2x the value from it, that's $100 a month essentially. If you end up 2xing from that program, if you end up 2xing from a 3,000 euro program, that's 6,000 euros as well. So it's a little bit of a different expectation for there, different quality and such. So you always get what you pay for. Exactly what I said here. Let's listen to that again.
And it's only $50, so it ain't that. But yeah, I think
you get what you pay for at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, basically. I actually got a lot of information, and also there's Crypto Campus and dropshipping and copywriting. You actually, I could say they're good courses, but still, Valentino said I had all the information, but I actually needed somebody to guide me. And yeah, basically that's the thing.
Excellent, man. Excellent. So now you're here at the end of the day. So good for you for hopping on and such like that too.
Giving a little bit of praise here because he said no so many times. He's Eastern Euro. Like, fucking no. He said no so many times. The fact that he made it onto the call and he already knows what the investment point is because of how long they've been talking as well, too, just goes to show that he's ready to buy. And this is a call that I can't fuck up, essentially. You're going to be getting these calls sometimes where people are pretty much like almost ready to go. They're about 90% there. They just need that 10% to push a little bit. But I'm not going to say this was a difficult call by any stretch of the imagination. It's probably in my top 50 of easier calls, probably easier closes is probably in my top 50. But there's still a chance where you can fuck it up. You can wholeheartedly fuck it up at some point. So this guy's already sold. I probably will only have to do like maybe like I should get into like the pain points or whatever, but he's fucking ready to go essentially. So why this takes a fucking long time? It's probably some payment problems or some shit like that, or trying to not pay taxes or something. But let's see.
Because yeah, I'm from Canada originally myself, so I'm from Vancouver over on the west side of Canada. But currently, I'm just doing a bit of traveling, so I'm out in a place called Hanoi, out in Vietnam right now.
Okay, Hanoi, Vietnam,
yeah. So I'll be I'm out here for a couple more weeks or so, but yeah, I know that's really cool, and I really like the information that you just gave, that you just like sent over to me as well too, because it pretty much matches within your application. And what kind of changed then? Was it mainly like the financial situation from when we first reached out a couple months ago? Like what kind of changed from like a few months ago to versus like say right now for kind of getting started? Like how come right now is kind of the perfect time to seek that guidance and seek that mentorship instead of just like waiting either another like few months or a year or even like 20 years, so to say?
I needed the frame here because someone that just ignores for a couple months or so one of the setters, I need to make sure that I have the frame here. If I don't have the frame here, I'm not going to get the sale, especially for Eastern European prospects, leads as well too. You need to be the fucking rock, and you need to have the frame. If you don't fucking have the frame at all, then you're not getting the fucking sale. That's that minor 10% that I needed to get over that hump. He needed to make sure that who he was talking to was legit and knew what the fuck they were talking about and will guide them and put them in the right direction and let my client know what needs to get done as well. I'm literally his self-assurance here in order for him to make the decision. It's up to me essentially on whether or not this guy's going to buy or not buy. All the hard work that the setter's done bringing him in, the hard work that my client has done to give that story with the VSL, all that stuff. it's up to me at this point to get this fucking sale through because he's dangling it. He's in the shop. He's looking at a whole bunch of different things right now. He's already bought some smaller trinkets. It's like he's coming to the Rolex store for the first time. And I know that he's a serious buyer, but he's used to buying like Timexes and maybe some other dials or whatever. Not to shit on Timex or anything like that, but that's $50 versus a Rolex. That's going to be over 3,000, 3,000 for a shitty model Rolex. But he's serious about getting his first Rolex as well. He's a minor 10% there. I need to be able to sell the vacation, not necessarily the plane ticket for him, not the nuts, the bezels, and everything that's all within the watch and the durability. I need to sell the lifestyle that he's going to get from choosing us versus the War Room or Andrew Tate, and that we're more of a premium side, and we need to be able to sell the vacation and not the fucking plane ticket for the destination as well. So let's see how I react to it.
Well, it's not the perfect time now. I also talked to
It's never the perfect time.
Vinay last like this night
Yeah.
at 1 a.m.
Yeah. Earlier on in the AM or so, that was for you. That's why I was shocked when you booked in and I saw your number and I was like, pretty sure this is an Austrian number. And you booked in at like 1 o'clock in the morning your time or 2 o'clock in the morning your time.
Yeah, that's because I work at a family restaurant, and yeah.
You see, having some information on it, I'm like, oh, I saw when you booked in, but I looked at the area code. That's also a really good thing to learn about. Like, know where all the fucking area codes are coming from, as well. That's one of the big benefits of traveling while you're also doing sales too, is that you get to learn different area codes where people are from as well. And I saw that his area code, like I recognized it from Austria. I've already had a few closes from people from Austria, and he booked in at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, like this is might be keeping you up at night, but like why's the reason for that one? I wanted to get into more pain points for it, but mentioned here that he's working with the family restaurant. Let's see where this goes.
I'm basically the guy that stays behind. If all of the people go home, and I basically still stay, look after the people.
I stay behind. Is that a metaphor, or is that like his reality with his life? Huh? Who knows?
The clients, clean up and everything, kind of falls on my shoulders.
Mhm.
So I don't really have working hours. It's like 12-hour days and more.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, yesterday it started raining.
All right, I'm going to cut that off right here because around 6:28 my time. Been going with that for, give me 1 second, around 25 minutes, 19 seconds. So let me just cut this off. We'll do the rest of this one probably throughout a lot of the Sunday roast or so, but I want you guys to kind of have a little bit of an idea of some of the calls as well. And and when one thing I did want to mention, or that I did want to mention, especially on that one, was when you hear words from prospects or when you hear words from leads, they actually sometimes are a metaphor for their own life. I kind of touched into it a little bit, especially when the prospect said, like, oh, like I don't want to be the last one here. Like, I don't want to get left behind. When he said that about his place working at the restaurant, that has to click on you. Because if that doesn't click on you, you can always reserve that back and you can use that later on as a pain point, because they don't want to get left behind in the restaurant. But hey, guess what, brother? You're being left behind with your life right now. You're scared of being left behind in the restaurant with your family, but you're actually really scared within yourself in order to make a decision to better off your life, because you're scared that you are going to be left behind. And that's why you're here on the call, right? Boom. Jab them, and then go for the slate, go for the close. But Ethan, brother, what were your thoughts so far, catching in over the last maybe 15-20 minutes or so?
Yeah, I just finished up recording some vids for everyone, and I got in as soon as I could. So, yeah, I remember that that chat, and so Eastern Europeans, man, like you did a good job, obviously, like eventually making the close, and so it's the attention to detail people need to pay attention to. Like there are things that I caught on there that you mentioned because I've been around you and I've been mentored by you, and that's why you're doing this because people wouldn't recognize certain specific words that might just seem as like them just talking, where in reality it's them telling you without them realizing like their entire life, and so it's exactly
Yeah.
that, man.
Yeah, no, exactly, 100%, dude. And for yourself, dude, as well, did you have any other chats to kind of go through? I have a dinner in a little bit, so I'm going to be hopping off a little bit earlier, and there's just yourself that's in here too. So, did you have any chats specifically that you wanted to go over yourself? Like anything that like you thought that should have been in a close, but just didn't hit the mark, or?
I've got a really good chat that we can.
I think you left the page and you got muted.
I'm so sorry. I hate when that happens. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so I'm trying to send it to myself. So I have a chat. Yes, basically, like this guy didn't even want to get on a call. You'll see. I think it's huge. We can go over it later if we want to go more like in depth with it, or I can log in through my laptop here as well if it even sends to myself, and we can go over that quickly. Or we can do that another time because no, the dude didn't even close. He didn't even get on a call or go through like a forum. But it was like I think it's a very good representation of people who have like 5 or 6 levels of pain and still self-sabotage.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I just allowed a screen sharing for you, so you can share it.
Give me 1 second. All right, I think we got to do the same thing I did last week, where it is joining me on my laptop. Yeah, permitir está bien. I can mute the fuck out of this, and then I can share my screen. Pantalla, pantalla completa aquí. You can still hear me and see things, correct?
Yep, you're good.
Awesome. Does this not go full screen? Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Does this go and I can pause it? All right. So, can you guys see this okay, or do I need to like zoom in?
No, you're good. Just get rid of the Deja de Compatio.
Okay. Thank
There you
you. Okay. So, this dude again. So it's still with a dating coach offer right now. He's never gone up to a woman before. He doesn't know how to start a convo. He literally just can't speak to women. So this is the first thing this guy says to me.
Okay. To be honest, I focus on me and enjoy myself. Unfortunately, he's sending an essay. He's 38, and I don't pay them much attention. I'm 38 at a point where I like a woman who's attractive to me, like drive me wild with her, and I love to have a good personality too. I have lied. I have had girlfriends before. I'd say from a 5 to a 7 out of 10. Why is this guy still like for? But they come up to me and they don't really have to do much other than present a date and then talk to them and fell into so is that girlfriends or just dates? Like, oh my god, this guy's confused. The issue is I want to be able to get to go to any woman. Wait, go back up. Go back up. I'm just reading that last one. Go back to the essay. There we go. The issue is I want to be able to go to any woman and make an entrance, get her laughing, ask her contact, and then make a move to go on dates and be successful at it without being fake. Okay, he wants to be more authentic. Okay. Keep going.
Yes, pretty clear pain points, right?
Yep.
All
Makes
right.
sense,
So
brother.
again,
Your
yes.
most guys NLP program exactly where you are. The cool part is once they apply the system, yada yada yada. But why commit to working on yourself and fixing this now rather than putting up later? Yep, great. I've been working on myself since my 20s. Fucking hell. It's been 18 years of working on myself. I have reached the point where I am satisfied and now after a life companion. Wow, it took him till 30 fucking 8 years old. Wow, congrats, bro. Makes perfect sense. And if you don't mind me asking, because I truly care, what do you think is going to happen if you keep going on like this for another 3 to 6 months? 3 to 6 months, I will be stronger. Other than that, at 12 months, I'll be a next milestone. But they all smaller personal achievements. I want more confidence chatting to women. Okay, so what happens if you don't get that confidence and stay where you're at, getting closer to 40? Probably not talk to women and go to dating apps or throw myself into the deep end and start talking to women and build from the ground. What the fuck? This guy, verbal diarrhea. What I would have done there, like I would have just called him out there because does that make sense, dude? The probably not
No,
talk to
not at
women.
all.
That doesn't make sense. I would have fucking told him, what the fuck does that mean?
That's
English,
one thing with
English.
Yeah, this is the offer where
English.
I got I got in trouble for lack of professionalism, and so I'm not necessarily allowed to even call people out. But that's a whole other topic. So, um, yes, I definitely could have answered it regardless a little bit better too. And so, because the other setter also did a bit of work on this because he answered when I was asleep, he went a little bit out of order as well. And so instead of he just like immediately jumped to the end of the script, I was like, why now? Instead of like going even deeper, of just like, bro, like, well, what have you even done to try and do this like
Oh,
on your
so that
own?
wasn't you. This wasn't your response, or was this the other setter's response?
Yeah, previously above it was a combination of the other setter and me. But the question where he was like, "Oh, that makes sense," and he did like a little bit of a copy paste for our script, and then said, "But why commit now?" That's what we use, and I love that line too. It's actually great. Like, why commit now instead of just stay where you're at, more or less. I think it's a great way to ask people, like, yeah, literally, like, why is it a priority now for you? That being said, he just asked it early, like because he didn't ask the following or the preceding question, which is like, well, what have you done yourself personally? You said you've been working on yourself for 20 years, bro. Like, well, what do you have to show for that? And like, what have you done lately to actually go and talk to women? Can you talk to your mother? Do you have a sister? Do you have like a friend who's got a vagina that you can talk to, or is it literally the fact that somebody has a vagina you can't even talk to them, kind of thing?
Yeah, I would have dug in a lot more with pain points on that one and
Yep.
just asked what the fuck that he means from there. But yeah, no, I get it. Rush him through. Send us a package. Cool. So I'll give you a basic premise of MLT program. Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Yeah. So he pyramided a little bit. I don't want
Yep.
to pay for anything. Yeah, he pyramided. Totally get it. Something with me can't put food on the roof of the head. I definitely don't want you to do it. I'm just proposing we have a conversation to go over details. Is that I appreciate the effort, but I'll save you the trouble. Okay, that's because you didn't dig in. That's why. That's literally why he started to get standing off because what I mentioned too. He needed to go back into his pain points and talk more about his pain. And why it's a priority for right now too. So that's why he ended up getting a little standoffish. But did he book a call or no?
No, he never did.
Yeah, because there wasn't enough pain in there.
Yep.
I appreciate the effort. I appreciate you trying to get out, determine waste of time or not. You're nearing 40 and in this situation. Yeah, well, you're circling back to the pain that he already brought in there. So what's holding you back from speaking to someone who's helped countless men in your exact situation? So he's trying to
Yeah,
figure out.
so it's me now because I'm trying to loop the fucking conversation back to what it was because we basically missed a couple steps previously, right?
Yep.
So
Pause. I don't want you to go through your hoops with me and have a price at the end of the day. I don't want to let you and your effort down. Oh, pussy. It's admirable that you've done. Oh, I don't give a fuck about your verbal diarrhea. You're fucking 40 and you can't talk to women. Like that's like it's just so easy. Like for me on an offer like this, it's so easy because men, there's nothing most men can't handle more. Men would rather get rejected from like a job or um rejected for like getting a salary increase or whatever, but males rejection from women is their number one fear in life. And to be able to circle that back and just mentioning him. And do you even know if this guy wants kids or not?
that's a great point, dude. I don't even think that's like a factor for him, considering he can't even speak to somebody of the opposite sex.
Well, no, well, that's the thing, especially with an offer like this. Like, if they want kids or not, and then all you have to say if they want kids is like, well, dude, you can't even talk to a woman. You're almost 40. It's going to take you like at least 12 to 24 months to really fix this around. And that's even with our guidance and even with our help. And, dude, time is of the essence for you. Like, do you want to be in your deathbed when your kid is graduating from high school?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
You get it. That's why
it
you get it. That's why I wanted to show this chat. Yeah.
dagger. This is why I got the knife now. Dagger into that one. Dagger into this one. But yes, that's why. But that's why he got really standoffish because there wasn't enough pain points in there. Can you go back up a little bit? go back up. Yes, I appreciate the. Are you comfortable being almost 40 and in your current situation and being a fucking? Yes, I appreciate it. Yeah, because now he's just like in denial because now he's just thinking that you're trying to steal his money. So now he's just trying to get out of it. You generally said the youngsters here, you're too comfortable. Do you really want to be 40, 50, 60, go the rest of your life like this alone? Oh my God.
One thing,
Dagger.
by the way, one note. When I said you generally said the opposite here, because I'm using the software that's called ManyChat, it can't show that I was referencing his message above. So I basically, because you can swipe right on people's message to like reference that and reply to their exact message. And so I went up to the chat in Instagram
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, you said the exact opposite here. You're too comfortable. I was referencing exactly what he said. So that's why I
Okay.
said, do you really want to be, yeah. So do you really want to be 40, 50, 60, go the rest of your like this
Pain
alone?
points. Good, dude.
Yes.
Good dagger.
Yes.
That was a dagger. I like that. See, okay, now I have more context. Now you actually responded to what he said, and then now he's like, I do need to get out of my comfort zone. You are correct. There you are, because you're being a bitch. There you go. That's perfect. Perfect.
Dude, I wanted
Keep
to
going.
scream at this dude so badly.
Exactly.
So
So if I send you a 2-minute form, can I count on you to invest 120 seconds into it and message me back when you're done? Good. Good. All right, let's see what this pussy says. No. Now it's skipping. I don't know what happened. Oh, go back. All right, that's the form.
this
All
is
right, let's do it. Here's a short application you can fill out. Works for you. A time that works for you, and I'm going to sustain. Let me know once you're done. Next steps, and I guess that's like a trigger then.
next step means that they put below 1K, and so I asked the investment question in the DMs.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Hey, man. Well, because he already said like he doesn't want to do any sort of money or whatever because he doesn't see the value and the pain points are not completely. You got him a little bit. You brought it back a little bit with it, but he needs more pain points. Hey, man. I just went through your form. I'm certain the LP Brewing can help you improve 10x in the areas you are struggling with right now. I also saw that you mentioned that you can put less than 1K in yourself. I just want to be upfront so that we don't put you in a tough spot on the call. My program's minimum investment. Is this really a prompt?
Oh no, it's part of the script that the offer gave me, and that's what we use when people put below 1K. And so I just copy paste it whenever people put below 1K.
Oh my God, no! Because people can get out of it when they're texting. People
I
can get
know,
out.
dude.
That's so bad. No. You just had curiosity for investments. Like it's like exactly what we did with our previous client. You just ask and poke and prod a little bit. Like, hey, you mentioned that like everything's all good with rent. Like you just ask probing questions. Like, hey, is most of your income like going towards rent? Just out of curiosity. Like, hey, like I'm from Vancouver, so I completely understand like savings and such like that. It's really difficult. Most people can't even afford to travel or whatever. But you're pretending you're the offer owner, right?
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, he's out in Colorado. I could just use Colorado as an example. Yeah.
Yeah, you can use Denver or something like that. Like, hey, the rent in Denver or whatnot is one of the highest in the United States. So I completely get like if most of your money's going towards rent, or if this guy's where's this guy from?
This guy is from the States.
Yeah, but where?
From he's from California, obviously.
California, yeah, the perfect example. It's just like, hey, man, like I know like costs are really high in California, taxes are fucking huge in California and such like that. But I just want to make sure that like your living expenses, all that sort of stuff, is all out in order. And most of your income, is it going towards rent or is it going towards like, or is it going towards like a hobby or something like that? Like just kind of like just to get more extraction and information. But oh my God, the minimum investment 1K. Oh my head. My head is lighting money on fire. This is lighting money on fire to me. That said, if we find that we're a good fit, oh my God, I would tell the fuck off. Essentially, no. As I said, I'm not spending money. I didn't want you wasting time to go through this, as there is no option for zero. I had no choice but to put the lowest option. Yeah, of course. Of course, because he doesn't have any value. He has no context. He can't pinpoint it and doesn't have enough pain points there. So now he's scared because of the fucking saying that it's already going to be $1,000. Go back.
Onboarded onto this offer. If I may, okay, I'll go back. Okay, when I got onboarded onto this offer, they said this is how they do things, and that's how they want to do it going forward. So I was like, well, that sounds like something I can't argue, but all right.
Awful. No, as I said, lowest option. Okay, now go down a little bit. Okay, So is it that you can't financially do it, or you don't believe you're worth investing in yourself or content? I don't see spending money as an investment. Okay. Well, that's more information. Now you got something. Okay. I don't see spending money as an investment. Okay, that's because he's from California and he thinks that spending money is on weed. I get that, man, but that mindset's exactly what keeps most guys stuck. Well, you also have to pinpoint it out, like, hey, like, is it spending money when you're putting money into like the stock market, or is it spending money when you wanted to go to college or university? You got to kind of circle it back on there. But is this like a copy paste prompt that you put in?
Yes.
Okay, I get that, man, but the mindset exactly what keeps going. The truth is, you're not spending money here. You're reallocating it to something that gives you a permanent returns, confidence, clarity, and better results. Which, buddy, like I would tie it in a little bit more, but like this is my prompt and this is your client's prompt. But be honest with me and yourself. Do you usually seek growth in your life as something to earn first, or to build something to take risks like this? Okay. All right. All right. I get it. Oh, this is why the prompt's not good. Get it, you're a salesman, and you want. Yeah, now he's just saying like you're trying to just steal my money. Yeah, he because there's no value that's tied to any of this stuff. He doesn't have any information. So he's seeing a number and he thinks it's astronomical and retarded because he doesn't have any information. He's lacking information in order for him to actually come to a concrete and sane decision. And this guy has great punctuation. This guy has great spelling. He takes very, very good care of like what he does on the external and on the outside, and he thinks very, very hard about what he does. So seeing that, like literally that investment thing, threw him off. He was a perfect person to hop onto a call and fucking show the value, show the presentation, and like and almost Hail Mary it. Like this is worth the closer's time. Like if I was working offer, this is 100% worth the time because this guy thinks of things a little bit more logically because I can tell by the way that he spells things. But he got fucking scared because he sees no value. There's no value there for him, so he got scared. He's like, "Oh, $1,000 for fucking what? What am I going to spend $1,000 on?" Yeah, I get it.
If
Your
I can,
salesman.
Evan,
Yeah.
I don't know if this was the exact combo, but I think it was one of them that the closer and I had a disagreement on because the closer basically said, no, anyone who comes on a call that says less than 1K will never close. And I was like, I could show you a lot of evidence that that's not correct, but that's okay, I guess.
You
And
just
so like,
watched the call. You just watched the call earlier on that the guy didn't want to invest anything. He didn't want to even invest $1,000 into it. He all he's used to is spending $50 a month on Andrew Tate's programming. But I still closed him for 3,000 euros, 3,400 USD. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People make shit up. People get scared, and the only reason why they're mentioning this is because they don't see the value yet. But good point. I'll do that. The rest of the I'll do that. What the rest of the population does that has I'll do what the rest of the population does that has not bought your program. Not that there is anything wrong with your program at all. He has no idea because he doesn't even know what the program is. I just don't see spending money as an investment. Even if it's on me for a program that I may or may not use. Yeah, so like he just doesn't have the right information because he doesn't know if he's going to use it or not. He has no. He sees a number. He's fucking terrified. Thanks for your effort in trying to help me. I appreciate the length you've gone through to sell me. You see, like he thinks that you're attacking him. He thinks he's on defensive. He thinks you're attacking him. I respect that. Oh, yeah, this is chat. Annoying. But let's be real here. The I don't see spending money as investment mindset is why most guys stay exactly where they're at. You're not paying me. You're paying for your future self. Just stop living in the same life. Yeah, like he has no idea what he's gonna pay for, dude. Like you're circling back and you're. It's like when you. This is the I need to think about it or like type of objection. And this is perfect for the one-on-one remote objections playbook in order to deal with it. Like chat doesn't fucking understand this because the price is now dropped. You've lost everything mentioning that it's going to be a minimum of $1,000. You've lost all leeway. This guy has no idea. Like, he doesn't even want to see what the presentation is or see what the value is. And the amount of times I've been able to close people that, like, I don't mention what the numbers are. And this is what our previous client, like, even mentioned to me. Like, and it's something I fought him against, but I completely see where he was coming from with it, that they need to see the presentation first. And if they see the value first, then the price is going to be way easier after seeing all the value first. Like, this guy just didn't get to see the value or anything along those lines. But yeah, go ahead.
So the prompt again.
Yeah, well, it's a chat GPT prompt, like trying to go over price. Like, it's useless.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not desperate or an urgent. Now the chat fucking offended him because it's a fucking dumb AI. I'll branch out through my interests and find my way. A little bird told me that there is no secret formula. It's simply a matter of shooting your shot. Get out there. Yeah, but you're 40 and a fucking loser. Yeah, but you've lost it. Like, it completely. Like, as soon as you're like, oh, it's a minimum of 1K, it is completely gone. I totally understand and I agree. And if there's a proven way to actually want to say that I've had many healthy relationships, so it's nothing new to me. Nothing set to discuss or see. So what's the actual concern? Your price. And I don't think he responded to that. What do you think, Matt? Don't worry. Yeah, exactly. Now he went from sending fucking essays to don't worry, no, because he got scared of price because he didn't see any value. He didn't go through a presentation or anything, so it completely lost him, and he probably won't fucking respond to this. Yeah.
Yep. Done. Yep. And then just said stop talking. Yep.
No, perfectly. Because he had no value. He had no value, no presentation or anything like that, and it dropped price. That's why you don't drop the price. You don't drop the price at all, especially if it's a minimum of $1,000. You don't drop the price, and then he just got scared, and because he didn't see any value.
I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah, he didn't go through any presentation, didn't go through anything. So, he was just like, no, he shut down as soon as he saw it. He tried to be polite, and then ChatGPT grossly, he probably knew it was ChatGPT as well. And then as soon as he sent that ChatGPT prompt, he fucking shut the fuck down.
Yeah, I totally get it, man. Yeah, and yeah. A big thing I want you guys watching this as well, and 1-7 puts it out there. You need to be on the same page as your closers. That's obvious to everyone. That being said, I'm going to keep saying it and saying it again right now because this guy is someone that Evan can close I don't want to say easily, but Evan could easily close this guy, especially on an offer like this. I think this guy was very closable. I could have done better in the DMs for sure. That being said, I'm also working under the constraints of, like, as we all are, on the offers. And so,
but even when you fucked up a little bit, like not getting the extraction pain points, you still brought him back to fill out the sheet. That's what really matters. You did your job where you brought him back to fill out the sheet. It should have been the triage's job or the closer's job to figure that out, and you to just kind of ask like, hey, it was under 1,000. Like, I just want to circle back, or I just want to double check because you mentioned here that, like, hey, you don't see like investing in yourself and all that sort of stuff. Then he would have literally said like, oh, I don't think that spending money is an investment. Then all you have to say is, cool, dude, have fun with whatever the closer is. Have fun with them. Like, it's going to be a good time. You're going to learn a lot more of information on there. And then you pass that on to the closer, because that is a limiting belief that the closer can overcome with different examples and stuff like that. Just like what I used on the earlier call too, when I was kind of giving the description of like, this guy was used to spending $50 a month on Andrew Tate. He was used to just buying a Timex watch, but you needed to overcome some limiting beliefs because he's in the Rolex store now. He's now stepped into the Rolex store, so now you have to like shift that mindset of buying a Rolex versus buying a Timex. It's completely different. The outcomes are very, very different. So, you did kind of all that you can do, and you had to follow through with what your client said there. So, and you did your job, and you brought him back on. You know that you could have dug in a little bit deeper on there, so that he would have been a little bit more like gung-ho and ready, but like, you did your job, you got him to fill out the form. That's all that you can kind of do at the end of the day. And when the price drops in the chat without seeing any value, no fucking shit, he doesn't want anything to do with it. And then he sees the ChatGPT prompt and he's like, yeah, fuck this, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I brought up again, like, make sure you and your closers are on the same page if you're not the closer as well, because this is a guy that I'm like, yo, this guy's needs help. I'm putting him on a call, like. But then my closer would be like, oh, he said below 1K. No, I'm not taking it. And now I'm like, well, do your job. I just did mine. No, this guy's
Yeah.
great. I don't care that he says below 1K. No, that's your job to overcome that objection.
Yeah, no, actually, like you did the hard part, which was just getting him to fill out a form. Like getting a fucking random person on the internet to fill out a form is already difficult enough to be able to do that. And someone that went from like, no, I don't want to do it, no, and then flipping it back onto them and making them take accountability in a chat to be like, you know what,
You're
you're
right.
right.
He even said that
I'm
to me.
going, yeah, you know what, you're right. I'm going to flip it back and go back onto it. So, oh, that's fucking annoying. But say la vie sometimes, bro. Say la fucking vie, and
C'est la vie.
say la vie, bro. Say la vie. All right, crew.
Cuddling with the homies.
Kind of, yeah, that was fucking funny. But yeah, guys, I gotta run. Thank you, brother, for joining in on the Sunday roast, and thank you for showing a chat as well. That's going to help out a lot of people too, especially after going through that. I know it's not an easy chat to go through because it wasn't a close for you, but it's still really beneficial because you also kind of understand a little bit more of the process, but you also get some new ideas and things like that to be able to work on for yourself. Because even though you've been doing this now for like 2-3 years, there's still like small little tidbit things that like, hey, it would have made your life easier if you went in and dug in a little bit deeper there instead of having to like refresh and reframe, where it's almost a Hail Mary at that point. If whether or not he's even going to respond or even like take accountability right there because he wasn't doing it before, where you flip a coin, it's either heads or tails. It's a 50-50 chance with it when you have to circle back, when you could have avoided that whole situation, just asking for a little bit more context and clarity and kind of diving in a little bit more and getting 2 or 3 or 4 layers of pain points out before going in straight to like, hey, book a call, or hey, like all this sort of stuff. But you know that though.
That's why I wanted to show you guys this chat, because yeah, I've been doing this for over 3 years now, and I've had you in my corner for over 3 years, and so yes, I'm very blessed, and I do know a decent amount. That being said, I can learn every day, and yes, I've recorded like 46 minutes worth of calls like from this offer already to show you guys as well. That being said, like yeah, there's stuff where it doesn't close or I screw up, and I'm like, oh wow, I haven't been doing that in a while. Okay, I still learn every day, as do you. Like
Every
yeah, I
day.
can show you guys
That's why we
all the 10Ks
train
that I've
every
done and
single day.
5Ks,
That's why
but
we have to.
we got to try.
That's why we train every single day, dude. That's why I watch 1 to 2 hours of trainings every single day. Even though I've already closed over $2 million over the phone, I still have to do training because there's people like Alex Ramosi who has done $100 million in 48 hours, which fucking drive me crazy. And I want to be able to do that. So, anywho, crew, have a great rest of your night. I'll chat to you in a little bit, brother. And nice photo in the chat. If you want to share that in the community too, that would be awesome. Tag Neil in it as well. That nice view that's in there because that drives some more motivation.
Have a good one, guys, and have a good dinner there. Nice to see you, Evan. Thanks for your time as well.
Peace.